Hey everyone, Charlie here with Advent Tech. I'm going to show you some system navigation options, including my favorite, which is the 3-button navigation for your OneScreen interactive flat panel. This is a T7 panel specifically. So first I have the traditional navigation activated. What does that mean? Well, that means that I'm often going to be navigating when I'm in app using this sidebar floating menu. There's one here and there's one here. And I can actually adjust the height of these sidebar menus and it will adjust it on both sides, if you see that. And I can open it from this side or I can open it from this side. And this gives me the ability to get back to the home screen really easily. And so if I've got an app open like the OneScreen Write app, you'll notice that that little system tray at the bottom completely disappears. But these little floating menus are still there and I can use them to get home, right? So that's what the traditional navigation looks like, and you'll actually find those settings right here in the settings menu, system. Scroll down to system navigation. You can see, like I said, traditional navigation is enabled. Now, notice how there's no bar here at the bottom. Traditional navigation is kind of great because it gives you the most real estate for your apps. But let's say I want to turn on gesture navigation, and you'll notice that this bar comes up and is now available. And I would say now this system bar is optional, right? So it doesn't have to stay on the screen, it's optional. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's say we're gonna open up a browser and we're doing a lesson on puffins, right? We're doing some fun stuff, but I don't want the little system tray to use up the real estate. I still have the sidebar options over here. Now watch what happens when I hold down on the system tray. It goes down, right? So now I've given myself the full real estate of the panel, and I can even bring it back up if I want to. There's a little white bar down here at the bottom, and now there's my system tray again. And like I said, there's also these navigational options here. And I have gestures enabled. Now you can use gestures on any version of this system navigation, but since we're on the gestures version of the navigation, let me just sort of show you. If I do swipe left with 5 fingers, it'll take me to the home screen. If I do swipe right, it'll take me to recents, right? And I can go through and look at what I was recently working with. And the reason I show you this is not because you specifically have to have gesture navigation turned on to use gestures. That could be a little misleading. But because at any point you can have gestures enabled, and I did another video on gestures, that'll help you also navigate around your OneScreen panel. I'm going to show you my favorite one, though. My favorite one is the 3-button navigation. Now, let's open the whiteboard app again really quick because I do want you to just see quickly, whiteboard, browser, whatever it is, I can get rid of that system tray if I want to, or I can bring it back up. When I change over to 3-button navigation, it actually makes that system tray permanent and adds some options to the system tray, right? This is my favorite because for me, this is the easiest way to navigate around. So I'm going to hit the middle button there. That's the home button. It's always available. It's always there in the bottom right-hand corner. And I can hit the recent button, which is the far right button, right? So I showed you how I could do that with the gesture, right? Now I can open the recent button and we can say go back to the OneScreen Write app. But in this situation with the 3-button gestures enabled, you'll notice that this system tray stays there. And if I hold it down, it won't get rid of it, right? So if you want the maximum real estate available for your apps, whether it's a browser, YouTube, OneScreen Write app, then you might think about the gestures or traditional. I really like to be able to navigate around really quickly and easily and just be able to get, home if I want to, open up recents, or even go back. So that's it in a nutshell. The 3-button navigation is my favorite, but whether you want traditional gestures or 3-button navigation, those options are right here under settings, system, go all the way to the bottom, system navigation, and from there you're able to pick which one of these works very best for you. Under any one of these 3 options, you can use gestures in order to, activate different apps or go home or open recents, open the spotlight or screen capture, right? So gestures can be used with any one of these settings if you want to. Thanks so much.